Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Be Your Own Bank podcast. It's everybody's favorite time of the week, the weekly roundup. Whoosh.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for tuning in again. We want to start this weekly roundup with a new interest opportunity.
Ooh.
That's right. We talked about Celsius, Nexo, your bank, and all those different interest rates. Fun. But I was scrolling through the Twitter books, and I found a new protocol called Anchor. Anchor protocol.
All right.
Basically, it works with the Terra Luna ecosystem. Terra is now in the top 10 for market cap. So something to pay attention to once a coin hits the top 10. Anyways, they have a stable coin called UST, not to be confused with USDT. And if you use that stable coin on Anchor, if you stake it on Anchor, you can get close to 20% interest.
20%?
Yeah, so you're basically getting 20% interest on the US dollar.
Okay, so you're saying there's a new platform, and the platform is based in the Luna ecosystem, and it offers you 20% return on your investment for your dollar stablecoin?
19.5, yeah, almost 20.
So 20% for your dollar stablecoin versus Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi, who are offering 8 or 9%, which is still super good, right?
Yeah,
as opposed to your bank, which is offering you, what was that number again?
0.01%.
0.01%. Inflation is 3%. Actually, right now it's 7 plus. So this sounds pretty good. It almost sounds a little too good to be true.
It does sound a little too good to be true. However, the proof is in the backing.
Okay.
And there's already over $11.3 billion locked up in this protocol.
Oh, wow.
And some of the influencers that I follow on Instagram, they swear by it and they're invested in it.
Okay.
When I looked at their wallets, I mean, they only have a little bit of money in there. So yeah, of course, do your own research. But this app is based in Terra, or it was built for Terra Luna, and it also has an insurance option.
Oh, okay. So that was my next question.
A third-party insurance option.
Because Nexo's got their insurance policy, and they only they 98% or whatever is in cold storage.
Right.
There's only 2% in a hot wallet, or about that. Probably not exactly, but enough where they can cover the damage if you lose the money. But you're saying that there's an insurance policy on this Anchor platform? Yeah.
So there's actually 4 different insurance providers that you can go with. The one that I looked at is called Nexus Mutual, and they are a third-party DeFi, so decentralized finance insurance company, basically.
Wow.
So for about 5% of your interest, if you pay them that, they will insure all of your money, based on if there's any sort of error in the DeFi platform, if there's some sort of hack, anything like that, you're insured.
Okay, so you're then making
14.5%.
14.5%, which is, and you're guaranteed to make that 14.5% if anything goes wrong. And that's higher than 9, right? 14 is higher than 9. Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Right. So that seems like it might be worth throwing a couple bucks in there, right?
I would say, yeah, it's definitely worth throwing a little bit in there and see how you feel. My only problem with it is ease of access. It's not as easy as Celsius. It's not as easy as BlockFi, where you can just direct deposit your money into stable coins. That's literally huge. One step, and it's based in the US. This is cool because it's DeFi, so it's not, regulated by a central authority. However, there's currently many steps. So I'll just go through them quickly. 1, you have to get UST. So Terra US dollar is what it is. The way that I've seen that from my experience, the easiest way to get it is you would have to get Tether, which you could swap for on Nexo for basically free, $5. You get your US dollar coin into Tether. Then you have to send Tether to KuCoin, which has a $1,400 limit if you're not verified, and you can't get verified in the United States. And then you have to send that UST now to TerraStation. And TerraStation is a decentralized web application. So basically it's like a browser app that you embed in your browser, so you can download it using Google. And then you also have to have Luna in TerraStation as your gas to send UST. Then you go into Anchor and you connect your wallet, and then you can stake UST.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
That's all you got to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just have to have like multiple third parties.
Yeah.
And send funds from exchange places. And okay. So it is a little bit more work to get that extra 4.5%.
It's cumbersome. However, I'm guessing in the future, UST will be listed on one of these exchanges.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like it's equivalent to DAI, which is a stable coin, and that's on Coinbase. So the second it gets listed on Coinbase, now you got an easy way.
So then you just buy UST, you send it to this third-party wallet that's decentralized. It's
not a third-party; it's a first-party wallet. It's TerraStation, so it is the Terra Luna wallet. Basically,
it's a non-custodial wallet, correct?
Yep, you are your own custodian.
Right. Okay. So, like similar to MetaMask and Exodus, where you're in charge of all the keys, and there's no custodian taking their small percentage to manage your funds.
So yeah, I would say the second it gets listed on Coinbase, it's gonna be way easier. Granted, you'll have to pay 0.5%, but I mean, if you're making 14.
But yeah, if you can guarantee 14%, and
it's been stable,
kind of worth it.
Yeah,
with 11 billion, you said is already invested.
11 billion. So it says on their dashboard, half of which is total deposit, and then the other half is collateral. So we'll call it more 5.6 billion.
Okay,
but still,
that's a lot.
The value locked up is over 11.
And it's still relatively new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's Anchor.
Something to consider.
Something to look into. Next up, we want to talk about your future.
Yes.
And what better way to do that than with a crypto IRA?
That's true. They are becoming more popular.
Not only are they becoming more popular, I just saw a commercial on primetime television.
Really?
For, I believe it's called Alto.
Okay.
And they offer IRAs, multiple different types. And of course, with an IRA, you have to wait till you're 59 and a half to take that money out.
Correct.
However, with a crypto IRA, a Roth IRA more specifically, you pay the tax up front. And now all those gains, let's say that IRA sits for 30, 40 years, all those gains, Bitcoin maybe hit $1 million, maybe it hit more than that. Once you take it out, tax-free.
Right. So we talk Roth IRA. So you have a contribution through your work, right? Or whatever. You can start your own IRA without having it affiliated with a company. So you get, I believe it's $6,000 you can commit to a Roth IRA. You're paying the tax up front for that Roth IRA. And what that equates to is your current tax bracket. So the thought process between a Roth and a traditional IRA is that with a Roth, you're in a lower tax bracket when you're younger and a higher tax bracket when you're older. So with a Roth IRA, you're paying lower fees up front to get the money in. With a traditional IRA, you're paying the fees as a tax when you take it out. So that's why the Roth is better, because people, the process is as you grow older, you get more money and you get into a higher tax bracket. So it's better that you paid the taxes up front. And now if you can invest in crypto and do it yourself now, which is cool, because basically you're putting in that lump sum annually, and then you can buy and sell Ether, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ripple, so they've got a decent amount of crypto that you can purchase.
Alto offers over 125 different cryptocurrencies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you can diversify, you can play around, but same principle, right? Is that you're investing in crypto now so that in 30 years, 40 years, when you're in retirement age, 59 and a half, you pull that money out or you sell that crypto, and now it's all profit. So instead of you paying 20% capital gains tax on, $1.5 million when you really just invested, $50,000, you're paying nothing on $50,000, which probably was, $60,000, $70,000 up front after taxes. Your 50 has now grown to, 1.5 or whatever. Obviously these numbers aren't, I'm throwing these out, but realistically that's true. And so now instead of you paying 20% capital gains tax on 1.5, you're paying 0. So it's a really cool way to take advantage of this deflationary currency and this new value market, and getting in early and being able to dabble, if you will. The other really cool thing is it's insured. So if you're worried that if you just go invest on a brokerage, on a Coinbase or what have you, Kraken, that you're responsible in case something happens, these IRA companies are covering your insurance. Yeah, you're paying a little bit of a fee to trade, or, for them to be in charge of your account. But in the long term, it's a win-win, because now you are secure. It's a retirement, portfolio for you, and it's safe, as well as the ability to accumulate that wealth and not pay the taxes when you pull it out.
And Alto specifically, as a crypto IRA, they store all of your money in Coinbase. So Coinbase, of course, one of the most trusted exchanges, 98% of your money stored offline.
12% of all crypto transactions made on Coinbase.
Of all crypto is stored on Coinbase. In Coinbase's custody. Yeah. So they're using Coinbase too. It makes sense.
Yep.
Finally, we want to talk about something that's really exciting to us. We just dug into it deeper today.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Everything's crazy in crypto.
If you move to Arkansas, and specifically northwestern Arkansas, into their tech district, you will be compensated. I mean, if you are one of the lucky winners, you will be compensated $10,000 in Bitcoin and a bike. I guess they have nice trails.
Love the bikes.
$10,000 to relocate to Arkansas. I know, that doesn't sound great, but $10,000 in Bitcoin now versus, 20 years, maybe, if that's your game plan.
Sure. But the question is, why Arkansas?
Why not Arkansas? What's their slogan? Arkansas.
We love tech.
We're here too.
But this isn't just a coincidence. And, some of the influencers have been talking about this as well. What's in Arkansas?
Specifically what's in Arkansas?
Specifically what's in northwestern Arkansas?
Like what's at the tip of northwestern Arkansas?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind would be the Walmart corporate headquarters.
Walmart corporate headquarters.
That's the only thing that is specifically in northwestern Arkansas. So I guess maybe that's it. Does it have something to do with Walmart?
I feel like it has to do with Walmart.
One of the largest companies.
Retail companies in the world that actually can give Amazon a run for their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't seem like a coincidence to me that they're trying to bring in tech knowledge, tech experts, incentivizing them with crypto, because Walmart is getting into crypto. They already have Bitcoin ATMs in some of their locations.
True.
Okay. But here's the big thing is there is this new company called SKUX. And basically what they're doing is creating coupons, digital coupons, blockchain coupons. And who uses coupons?
Attention Walmart shoppers. Well, and the other thing is like coupons, right? Like what is a coupon other than a QR code?
Right.
As you scan a code, right? That's a coupon. What is a crypto address? It's a QR code.
And on top of that, in order to make SKUX the best possible platform, they partnered with HBAR, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency that helps SKUX or will help SKUX with their transactions, with verifying, making sure that it's secure so that any sort of coupon that's used, for example, is verifiable, is its own individual thing, so it can't be replicated. It can't be reused. I mean, the industry loses billions of dollars a year on fraud, on just issues with
because I mean, you could just make a photocopy, right? And you could use that coupon over and over again, and nobody's going to be the wiser.
Absolutely. And so this helps give a better process to that, and making these companies more money.
Well, it's putting the coupons on the blockchain.
Yeah. And with HBAR, it can process up to 10,000 transactions a second, and it's finite. Wow. Like it's set into stone in 3 to 5 seconds. So the time to, like processing rebates, like all of that stuff, it's going to cut out some of the middlemen that these retail giants are going to have to go through. And so, I mean, it makes sense. Another advisor that SKUX has is for Procter & Gamble. Works for Procter & Gamble.
Oh, Procter & Gamble? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, for those of you who don't know or aren't familiar with Procter & Gamble, they have a couple products that they sell. I don't know if you've ever seen a coupon for Love's, Pampers, Bounce, Gain, Tide, Bounty, Puffs, Always, Tampax, Braun, Head & Shoulders, Old Spice, to name a few.
All of these companies, right? This is a huge industry. And with the power of blockchain, I mean, it makes sense that companies like, Walmart are probably going to utilize this software. And if they're utilizing SKUX, Procter & Gamble's utilizing SKUX, now HBAR is the vehicle to make sure those transactions are happening properly and being stored and whatever. It's going to potentially blow that crypto up.
Yeah. So, I mean, it would make sense that Walmart would be interested in a new blockchain technology, maybe incentivize people to come to Northwestern Arkansas. And I also heard that searches for Hashgraph on Google are the highest in Arkansas. Interesting. And what does Hashgraph mean?
So Hashgraph is the blockchain algorithm of HBAR. HBAR standing for Hedera Hashgraph.
Oh, that's a full circle, gang. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, sure, speculation.
Right.
But it seems pretty logical that Walmart and other retailers to follow will be utilizing.
That's huge.
This, yeah.
Wow.
So that was the roundup for you. Stay tuned for Walmart. Take a look at Anchor. And thanks for tuning in.
All right, let's take a look at those charts. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Right now, we have bounced off of this 40 range, currently sitting at 43.5-ish. We found some support here at 40, which is great. That was anticipated because 40 has been the support for some time now, support and resistance. So 40 is a spot that if it does hold, then we have a shot of going back up. There is a death cross here. You can see printing the 50-day moving average in orange, moving below the 200-day moving average in purple. I'm not as concerned about the death cross as I would normally be, just because we have been moving sideways. So since this 67 to 30 has been our range for the last 12 months, so it's not as important of a signal. We would like to see this come past 45, break through 45. Even breaking through 50, I think, is really where the sweet spot is for the bulls to regain control. We could just grind here for a while. I would say we're probably not going to get a big move for a few weeks. We're teetering on the edge here, so we're definitely not safe. This head and shoulders pattern, if it does continue, then we're going to be in for some more hurting. But I do like this bullish pennant here, this giant bullish pennant coming back and retesting these mid 60s. If we can break through that and then come back and turn that old resistance into support, now we've got a new game on our hands. So continue to be patient. That's all I can say. Total market cap close to our 200-day moving average as our resistance. That could come back and hit the 1.8-ish area again to test that as support. Time will tell. All right, let's take a look at our dollar cost averaging. First, let's take a look at HBAR since we talked about it. It's got a bullish pennant here. Death cross, once again, it's been moving sideways, so not as concerned about the death cross. If we can break out of this pennant, close to $1 after that move. And then let's take a look at ICX, Icon. Icon has come back and touched this original support, so that could be a spot where it might bounce. I think it's a top 100 coin, but it is a lower market cap coin, so it does have a lot of room to grow. And then lastly, Litecoin. Litecoin's been making some partnerships. Litecoin still has super fast transactions. I heard rumor that they're going to start NFTs on the Litecoin network. So I think Litecoin is undervalued at 148 right now. That's it for the charts, gang. We are the Bit Bros. We are not licensed financial advisors. All content is intended for educational purposes only. Please do your own research and only risk what you're willing to lose. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.